by a race car driver. You can see it is a Prevost H3 45. I don't know the year, and we're going to go have, hello pup, we're going to go have Kathy tell us about it.
This is where she wanted all her closet, all the closet space, all the way back.
Oh, this is insane.
Toilet and shower and things like that. Wow. So this is the laundry.
Okay.
So that did take up some of her room.
And there's Kathy with JLH Coachworks.
Yes, hello. Wow.
Wow, look at this cabinetry. The work is so
What a
sophisticated.
great idea for shoes.
Yeah, so she got all this.
Got a little
this
ceiling
space for
fan.
Oh
drawers.
my word.
This right here's another
So
closet.
much, you know. All right, so that is an 09 Marathon. It's an H3-45.
Here he comes.
Beautiful.
Come here, Marley. Mr. Hawkins.
Well, this is a phenomenal coach. Just beautiful. Look at the phenomenal paint job and the brown wood on it.
All right, buddy, I'll let you go.
And here we are back on the end. That's going to be a Detroit engine. Or is this Detroit or Volvo?
That is Detroit.
Yep. Wow.
So I got another education, and we ended up selling the tennis club to one of my commercial neighbors, and I bought this property and we started from scratch. So the vision was, as you see down here, is I've got 10 slips or 10 bays, and the vision was to be able to have the people to have their own door and be able to come and go as they please. And we also created a club environment, which is we have bathrooms, we have washer and dryers, we have 6 flat screen TVs, and we've got their outdoor kitchen. So any of the people in here, they can use any of those facilities for baseball games, friends, birthday parties, that type of thing. That's they have access to this full club storage.
Climate controlled.
Yes.
Yep.
So we have 67 RV sites. We do 40,000 square feet of coverage storage, the over there, and then this. So
Yeah, that's great. Well, we love it.
We walked the kind of the outdoor storage and saw them stacked 3 deep. That's such a big warehouse.
You've expanded, right, in the past?
yeah, we've just added what we call executive sites, which are behind me.
That's where we are.
I just needed to make a more adequate home for the Class A people that was expected more.
Right.
Even though we're supporting the tourism here in Chattanooga, but a lot of our business is 1 or 2 or 3 nights as they're coming. Chattanooga is centrally located. We're 10 hours from St. Louis, 10 hours from Kansas City, 12 hours to Dallas, 10 hours to New Orleans, Washington, D.C., Hilton Head. What we call the Redneck Riviera is only 6 hours, but Orlando.
So from my perspective, I was curious how you got into having so much inventory.
Well, one thing led to another. As the Country Coach, which was our first motorhome, it showed me that I could actually travel in our motorhome and see our towing customers, and that's how it started. And then I sold the Country Coach, and the gentleman that I stored my coach in his warehouse, he owned a Liberty Prevost. And he said, I don't know why you ever bought that anyway. I don't use mine. I just have to have it. And I said, so I could use it? Yeah, I have. We put like 20,000 miles on Henry's coach.
That's amazing. What a great story.
Everybody thought I was the smartest guy in the Prevost business because we had the most fun. We didn't own it.
Didn't have to pay for it.
There you go.
Can I ask which Country Coach model you had?
We had the Magnum.
It's kind of the flagship.
Well, at that time it was. Unfortunately, private equity took acquired Country Coach from the Lee brothers.
Yeah.
And within a very short period of time, when that 2008 economy hit,
Destroyed all the coach makers.
A lot of them, and they were just too far stretched out. I mean, they were the game. Let me tell you that. a beautiful coach. It was. So eventually, I just looked at. We started with our first Prevost out in Oregon with the Marathon. We've owned Featherlites, we've owned Millenniums, we've owned Liberties, country coaches, legendaries. You know, back in 2008, there was over 12 converters of the Prevost chassis.
Yeah.
But there was only 4
now.
2009.
Oh, yeah, because there's a huge shakeout in the market.
It was.
Can I ask, of the ones that you've had, what you favor in terms of, is it a Marathon or is it a, which is your favorite?
You know, we get asked that a lot. Karen and I go to all our trade shows, and because we act as a family and we travel in these, we know them, and a lot of people come up and they feel more secure than just going to a retail salesman and that's his life.
Yeah.
And I said, that's not the question that I need to answer for you, because what we do could be totally different than what you do.
Good point.
I always would say that if those 4 survived the downturn of the economy, there was a reason for it. So whether it's a Marathon, a Millennium, a Featherlight, or, you know, a Liberty that are still there, and it's just the 2 more that have kind of joined that club. Lukey's the newest, Emerald's been around for a while.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, prior to 2008, Prevost was putting 300 coaches in the entertainer and OEM market, converter market. That today was, in that downturn, it almost came to a damn standstill.
Wow.
Today, just in the current converters, those coaches going into the market are around 80 plus minus, you know, 5
each?
to 10. No, together.
Together.
So this is a niche market.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and people will say, well, a new coach today can be as much as $3 million.
Yeah.
And people go, for a motorhome? And, you know, and I said, look at it. We were just talking about yachts. You know, you look at your Bertrams, you look at your Vikings, you're looking at your sport fishing boats, you go looking at those yachts, you know, you're talking $3 million's nothing.
Yeah.
You know, they'll go as much as $30 million.
Yeah, you're $3 million towards the bottom end of the line.
Right, yeah, you are. And so, you know, for those people that would like to go and see the United States of America, there's no nicer way to do it.
Brilliant. Yeah.
And the chassis, because it is a stainless steel monocoque chassis, unlike what you see in the production coaches, which are a chassis frame rail.
Right.
You know, they're very quiet, they're very solid. You don't listen to the squeaking and all of that as they're going around. It's pretty hard. You know, it's pretty hard, because you realize that it starts with just a chassis, a motor and transmission in the back, and a steering wheel up front.
Yeah.
So all the converters, whether it's Newmar, Tiffin, you know, Integra, Winnebago, whatever, you know, they've got to build that structure off 2 frame rails.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah.
So right now we have 5 coaches. Well,
Okay.
You're sitting in the 2016 that's down, getting brand new tires.
There it
New
is.
Tires is $10,000.
Oh, gosh.
We do the batteries. This is a 2009 triple slide Marathon. We're 600.
Spectacular.
600 of that. We have a 2008 Marathon. We're at a 560. We have a Millennium, 2008 Millennium.
It's down here.
That one is, that's about 450. That's a very good range on it.
Wow. Yeah, it's actually very pretty.
And we have the 2007 Featherlite. Now that was Chad Knaus's coach when he was crew chiefing for Jimmy Johnson.
The 07, where is it?
Right there in front of you, to your right.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As a consultant, so it's hard to leave something that you lived and died for.
Yeah.
You know.
Agree.
Lifeblood.
Yeah.
And the one thing about the towing and recovery business is today we live in the corporate world. Whether it's trucking, whether it's grocery stores, whether it's hardware stores, whether it's clothing stores, it's all the corporate world now. Then the towing and recovery industries, 95% of our customers are second, third, fourth generation.
Oh, wow.
They're families,
Yeah.
you know, and so we're accountable. And the relationships that we establish with these people, you know, they want to pick up the telephone if it's 2:00 in the morning and they've got a problem, they want to reach somebody.
Yep.
Well, I mean, you know, and that's one of the things being on the road today. And my wife travels with me, and then she's always worried about the park and what were the numbers, where we book in. I got to okay these checks and everything like that. And
Yep.
and if it wasn't for the printer and a Wi-Fi thing, you know, then she'd be, you know, very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those
Gotta
are the
have that
two
with
things.
you.
And you know, that's easy
Yeah.
in today's world where you can be able to do that.
Be anywhere.
Gotta love the mat.
Prevost stuff.
That's the 08.
But you can see that they're easy. This is a newer model, but the hassle with them is just getting the router and the wiring, the hard wiring, getting into the coach. You know, so he's
There
got
it is.
already set up.
Wow.
You know.
Yep. Yeah, once that, then it's just sitting here all ready to go.
Yeah.
You got to plug it up, and then you're good.
Well, the router is. I just pull this out. The router's right there.
Nice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's very elegant. Ours is rattling around in the bottom, one of the slide-out bays.
I carry mine in a
Amazing setup for the wet bay. Yep. Really nice.
So this takes about 20 to 30 hours, you know, to go back, but it's
This is
the
beautiful. I love
Series
them.
60 Detroit.
Yep, and that's the mainstay in probably in this coach market business.
Yeah, well, they went to the Volvo and the Prevost. Volvo bought them
Yeah.
in, I think it was 2008, but they didn't put the Volvo motor in it until they did the newer version of the D13 when that was.
All right, are we good to
pushed
go?
on there. Let me fix it. It's a little challenge. I'll let you know.
RV Shop and Chef here. We're coming to you from the beautiful state of Arkansas. We're on the way home from Tennessee, and we stayed in the Hawkins Pointe RV Park in Rossville, Georgia, right on the border of Chattanooga. How did you like that facility?
Yeah, it was just absolutely fantastic. Very nicely appointed, lots of level concrete pads, beautifully designed. You just feel safe, it's clean, everything's really convenient for the area. There's stores nearby. You're close to 75, which leads into 24 into Chattanooga, and nice shopping and adventure there. The staff in the office is just exceptional. They're so nice. I was able to have all my Amazon deliveries there, up to like 10 boxes one day, and they hold them for you. It was like Christmas, so I love that. But one thing that really stood out to me were all the beautiful coaches that they have stored there.
Exactly. Well, there's a second business running out of Hawkins Pointe, and that's JLH Coachworks. That stands for John L. Hawkins III. And John is an industry veteran from Miller Industries and from Century. They are distributors in the heavy wrecker business. And John had a long industry career there, just recently retired from Miller and Century. And he runs a high-end Prevost coach facility there, selling Prevost coaches and doing service and support on Prevost coaches. And so that's Millineum, Featherlite, Liberty. If you're looking for a Prevost conversion, I would definitely look up JLH Coachworks in Rossville, Georgia, where you'll do business with John Hawkins. And he is a great guy, and they're very sharp on their business. They know what they're doing. They do service and maintenance, and they also sell Prevost conversion coaches there. We saw 5 or 6 really good-looking, phenomenal coaches there that I think would be great values. So if you have a chance and you're looking for a Prevost conversion, check out JLH Coachworks, which operates out of Hawkins Pointe RV Park there in Rossville, Georgia. But right now we're on our way back to Dallas, and having had a beautiful trip in Tennessee, I hate to leave.
Boo! But if you have a chance to stop there for overnight between Atlanta and Nashville, great location.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching. Hit the like for our videos and subscribe to the channel. And in the meantime, we'll just say,
Cheers.
cheers.